finally get the contingent out of the ring, we can let Eddie Thomas get in and get this match started.
I got a question once this bell rings.
All right, here we go.
So you mean to tell me the contingent went from craft beer to Capri Sun?
I mean, kind of. Eddie Thomas with a flurry of offense to start this matchup, but all three members of the contingent grabbing the leg of Eddie.
He's throwing them all out?
He's throwing them all out. Chris Powers, BT Bull, Eric Corvus, all have been ejected from ringside.
No, this is where, this is why this wouldn't happen to do it on Posse. You know why?
Why is that?
Because I would just tell one of them to grab the leg, and not all three of them, in case one gets caught. The other two are still out there.
Well, Ref Ryan T pleading the case of the contingent, but I don't think it's going to matter. And also, Ryan, look behind you. Eddie Thomas is ready to get this match resumed in a very violent way. Kick to the gut, a knee to the head, and a running blockbuster. Very wisely, Ryan T scooting under the bottom rope, looking for a friendly face, but I don't think he's going to find one.
No, I think he has to look in the mirror for that, but then it might break.
Ryan T afraid of our fans, afraid of getting back in the ring with Eddie Thomas.
Oh, Eddie Thomas had enough. He's going to go get him.
I thought Eddie was going to send Ryan into that post that he's already been introduced to.
Well, he could do that himself. But Ryan reversing it and sending Eddie Thomas into the ring post.
Ryan's going to chase after Eddie. Are we going back in the ring? Ryan T explaining to our ref Dave Swan that he's well aware that he has a 10 count. He's done this before.
You know, I don't want one to point fingers, but everyone's mad about what Ryan T did. And I got to tell you, again, I'm not one to blame. But you know, you and JC need to take some of the blame. You know that, right? Because all these years, you guys been sitting here on commentary berating the man while I've been defending him.
No. I know these things are recorded.
What are you talking about?
Go back and look.
You said you can't count past 3. That's why he's a ref. And all that stuff. He has no brains. Can't find his mail truck. All that good stuff you said.
I can't find his. Wait,
wait, no, I don't know. That was somebody else. But you guys said all these bad things about him, and all I did was try to be nice to the guy.
Ref Ryan T, now no longer ref.
He's all that.
Ryan T using the middle rope to slingshot Eddie Thomas neck first back across the ring. The chin lock looking like
a version of the $1 Million Dream.
I was going to say it's a $1 Million Dream.
Well, he did used to use this back in the day.
All that trying to choke out the explosive Eddie Thomas. It won't get him the iChampionship, but it will get him a trip to the semifinals of the DynaMike Davis Tournament. Eddie finally makes his way to the ropes. And that is a very quick 5 count. I told you at the beginning
of this season that Ryan T will be in the second round of the DynaMike, or even the first round of the DynaMike Davis Memorial Tournament as a member of the contingent. What would you say?
In the first round, I might have been okay with. As a member of the contingent, absolutely not. Never would have gotten that one. The sweatband being thrown off, and Eddie Thomas getting out of the way as Ryan T looking to drop the leg over his neck. Instead, he just gets that ring rope between the legs.
Yeah, pain there, and now he's got a sweaty wrist.
Eddie making his way back to his feet. Still on a bum wheel.
Crowd heavily behind Eddie Thomas, the man who is the iChampion because of yours truly.
Oh! The backfire from Eddie Thomas. No cover yet. Eddie's still looking to dish out a little bit of punishment. I can't say that I blame him.
Don't forget, I mean, if you probably didn't see it if you didn't see it on the last show, the contingent tried to take out Eddie Thomas.
He's got him lined up. He's got him all squared up for the short fuse by Eddie Thomas.
Wait, Eric Corvus is back.
Well, Corvus back out to ringside.
Did he get kicked out?
Here comes BT Bull.
Did he get kicked out?
He did too.
Oh wait, Chris Powers.
Thomas delivering a shot to Corvus.
Did he get kicked out?
One from Eddie onto Bull, and then Chris Powers on the other side, the third side of the ring. Eddie blocks it and delivers another shot.
I can't stand these people interfering.
Corvus with the brass knuckles.
These people interfering in matches when they don't belong.
He dropped him and then picked him up. Detonator by Eddie Thomas. Hooking the leg. 1, 2, 3. Explosive Eddie Thomas overcoming Ryan T, overcoming BT Bull, overcoming Chris Powers, and overcoming the UWA Elite Champion Eric Corvus.
Yeah, this wasn't a good night one at the fair for the contingent, the newly formed contingent. The ultimate backfire twice in this match. I mean, sometimes it takes a while for a team to gel.
The brass knuckles that were supposed to spell victory for Ryan T instead are going to send explosive Eddie Thomas, your iChampion, through to round 2 to the semifinals of the DynaMike Davis Memorial Tournament. It is coming your way 8 p.m. Saturday night at Crossroads. Until then, this is MC Hale, the man of 1,000 spreadsheets, alongside Cypress, saying we will see you at ringside. Him and Damage and Bulldog went all through the crowd.
Yeah, it seems to be where he resides here at the County Fair. Never in the ring though.
All right, and with that bell, we have round 1 action in the DynaMike Davis Memorial Tournament. We have King Tech taking on Flash Carter. I'm the man of 1,000 spreadsheets, MC Hale, and sitting next to me is UWA Elite Hall of Famer Cypress.
Yeah, just our second tournament match here. We have 3 tournament matches here on this 9 o'clock show.
Yeah, we're going back to back to back here tonight at 9. Good crowd for our 3 matches this evening.
Yeah, let's see how it beds to be at the County Fair. Every day there's going to be more and more people.
And they get louder and louder each time, which, yeah, we're very happy about as well.
Well, yeah, because then it drowns out King Tech.
King Tech right now with the headlock. Flash is going to send him off the far ropes. Shoulder tackle. Tech getting the better of that one. Flash with the leapfrog. Arm drag, no. Blocked by King Tech and then blocked by Flash. And a backslide by Carter. 2 count only.
Well, he's not Kerry Von Erich. Only he can win with the backside.
King Tech looking to call a timeout. Flash not trying to give it to him, but looked like a thumb to the eye by the Red Lion.
Always love a good thumb to the eye. It doesn't look like much, but it's effective.
Chop by Tech. King Tech looking for approval from the crowd before delivering that chop.
I don't understand when the fans do that. All they're doing is making the person they're cheering for get hit harder.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which I'm all for it when it's Flash, so keep getting mad. Keep doing it.
Flash with a show of athleticism. Now we're going to turn the tide a little bit. A chop onto Tech. Well, Flash asks if they want one more, and I think, yeah, I mean, has any crowd ever said no?
No. especially not for Tech. Can you imagine? Like, one more? No. That was enough.
Flash going to town with those 10 punches in the corner. Big windup for number 10, and he makes contact. Tech just trying to keep his feet under him right now.
Tech could be in trouble. He does not have the fighting queen by his side tonight.
Also true. So I wonder if those iron keys might not be in the building. Or the 10.
If he's in the building, he's in trouble. We're not in one.
Tech all the way up on the top turnbuckle. Flash Carter in the middle of the ring. Shot to the breadbasket. Scoop slam by Flash. Delaying it forever.
Well, a lot of history between these two. Flash Carter, the one that ended Tech's undefeated last breath streak.
Not something that King Tech took too kindly to, and that kind of set him on the path he's currently on, right?
Yeah, it kind of drove him to the Great Awakening, which we're still wondering what it is. He's asked me to be part of it many times. I politely declined.
Really? He never asked me.
It's weird, huh? I'm going to go on a limb and say he's never asked JC either.
Yeah, I think that's probably a safe bet. Drop toe hold by King Tech, sending Flash face first into the middle turnbuckle. Flash counting his teeth right now. And Tech just trying to get as much momentum as possible, sending Flash shoulder first into the ring post.
A lot of jaw jacking between Tech and the front row over there. Tech's he's got to keep his head in the game though.
Yeah, a war of words usually favors King Tech, but when they're outside and technical knockout from King Tech, yes, I called it right twice in a row.
That's crazy. And I'm going to go ahead and just assume that these kids out there have no idea what the words King Tech is using anyway.
Probably. More than 2 or 3 syllables. 2 count only after demanding that Flash Carter show him some respect, and I guess it wasn't coming quick enough. Tech looking to separate the knee over his own. And we saw this a little bit earlier on today, that reverse figure 4, a calf crusher being delivered by King Tech.
Yeah, this is a little different version of it. Earlier he had both legs wrenched in. He just has one on this one.
Got the left leg wrapped around his own, putting as much pressure as possible. Flash Carter able to drag himself over to the bottom rope, however. Tech holding on to it for 4 of the 5 count.
Tech, a former DynaMike Davis Memorial Tournament winner. Flash looking for his first one. He's made the finals before.
He has indeed, yeah. A Let's Go Flash chant coming from the crowd. Flash Carter always a favorite here at the Middlesex County Fair. But right now in a bit of trouble as King Tech continues to deliver the offense. Running knee into the corner, into the lower back of Flash. Tech says it's over. We might see a guillotine. No, Flash with the Northern Lights suplex.
Oh, rolling through.
Tech able to fight his way out of it. Flash blocking a couple of rights from Tech. And Flash drive. Flash Carter got to try and make the pinfall. Hooking the leg. 1, 2. Almost 3.
And Tech last second getting that shoulder up.
Middlesex County Fair, I need all of you right now.
Flash trying to get the crowd here, the UWA Elite Army at the Middlesex County Fair behind him. King Tech struggling to his feet. Flash has him lined up. Rainbow cutter. Flash Carter delivers the rainbow cutter onto King Tech. Tech is rolling out toward the ropes though, and out of the ring. Flash Carter not able to make the cover.
Flash Carter's in one of those tag teams. We're keeping an eye on this match, just throwing it out there.
Shot callers are a possible potential.
Oh, here comes King Tech.
King Tech coming out under the ring. Over here by our commentary position. He's got the cane with him that he has usually used to...
no!
That's KTB!
Oh, what was he? How did he come from?
KTB from underneath the ring using the Tag Team Championship belt against Flash Carter. Meanwhile,
like I said,
King Tech continuing to distract
what I just tell you, MC Hale, we're watching it very closely. I didn't tell you how close we were watching it.
Well, from under the ring, apparently, from as close as you can possibly get.
This is the Great Awakening!
Well, King Tech declaring that it's the Great Awakening, but you could count to 37, and I don't think Flash Carter is going to kick out.
Well, bye, Flash. Maybe we'll see you Saturday.
Well, give a huge assist to the do-or-die posse on that one, as KTB comes out from underneath the ring to deliver the deciding blow with the Tag Team Championship belt to the head of Flash Carter. King Tech advances in the DynaMike Davis Memorial Tournament. We have got 2 more first-round matches, and they are coming your way next. Stay up to date with everything going down in UWA Elite on the official UWA Elite social media channels. Check out UWA Elite on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok for late-breaking news, tickets, event previews, match announcements, exclusive interviews, match highlights, and much, much more. Get closer to the action than ever before when you follow UWA Elite on social media.
Kaye, how the times have changed. You were once the head of the contingent, and now you're facing your creation face to face. Thanks for the house, bro. You did a great job. BT Bull was the first person you brought on board, and now he's the one who's gonna put you on the shelf for good. You got this, Bull. You got Hell, we don't even need to have this match. The 3 of us could just beat you to a bloody pulp right now.
Jeff, what do you think about that? You think that's fair to 3 right there? Hey! What do you want, Storm?
All right, and looks like we're finally going to have a match here.
Give me the first shot. Give me all you got. Oh, yeah, Bull. Yeah.
All right, BT Bull's asking Nick Kaye for the first shot.
And he's going to take it.
All right, maybe a little more momentum for Kaye. Classic Nick Kaye. And now that's going to take Bull off of his feet.
Well, you got 1 foot up. That's how you got to do it. Nicholas Kaye, he might not have been an active wrestler for a couple years, but he's been around for a long time.
2 former craft beer champions in the ring right now.
Like I said,
3 people got that reference. Cypress is not one of them.
No, I'm not. But like I said, they went from craft beer to Capri Sun.
Nick Kaye climbing up the top turnbuckle, looks like.
That's like the attitude error to like DDBG.
Bull catches him by the throat. And a rake to the eyes from Nick Kaye. Well, that'll even things up a little bit. Nick Kaye once again with a head of steam and just a back elbow from Bull.
Well, it was an interesting matchup, as Eric Corvus, our UWA Elite champion, referred to. Nicholas Kaye, when he started the contingent back when it was Nicholas Kaye Associates, his first associate, his first recruit, was BT Bull. It seems like ages ago.
Bull just choking Nick out on the second rope, but ref Jimmy Storm there, ref Sarge, and with 5 count.
I mean, BT Bull became the top star in this company, and you got to give credit to Nicholas Kaye.
I mean, Nicholas Kaye was very much, as Corvus said, the architect of the contingent. What, as you said, was the Nicholas Kaye Associates.
And let's be real, BT Bull has not had, even though he's only been without Kaye for a short time, he hasn't had the most success here. He lost his hair.
Well, Corvus and Bull both blaming favoritism by Nicholas Kaye toward Ty Thomas for the struggles of the contingent. Good grief.
I mean, he did kind of favor Ty. He did give him his jacket.
Bull just physically lifting Nick Kaye and throwing him back into the ring.
Like Bull, he never gave Bull the jacket.
Kaye trying to get Bull up in a fireman's carry. Bull saying, "Who do you think you are?" Delivering a stomp to the middle of the back of Kaye.
Yeah, it wasn't the best idea by Nicholas Kaye trying to lift BT Bull.
Any sort of a frontal attack, anything head on to Bull, you would have to expect is not going to go well for Nick. Avalanche by Bull. Lifting Kaye up onto the top turnbuckle, seated up on the top turnbuckle right now as Bull follows.
Well, it could be a quick night for Nicholas Kaye if Bull hits whatever he's trying to do here.
I wonder if he's going for a bulldozer from up here.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that, right?
Kaye trying to fight his way out of it. Couple of lefts, couple of rights. Nick just everything he's got, and then a headbutt, sending BT Bull back into the middle of the ring. Nick Kaye from the second turnbuckle, diving clothesline, takes Bull off of his feet. Nick's got to make a cover though. He's not looking to make a cover.
No, I think he knows. Well, he knows BT Bull better than anyone. He knows that's not going to be enough.
Yeah, you have to ask. An elbow to the throat by Kaye. You have to ask, as a professional wrestler, Cypress, does Nick Kaye believe that he actually can win this tournament, or is this just a statement match? Is this just him trying to take his pound of flesh?
Well, I mean, it's a little bit of both. I think he does believe he can win this tournament. You wouldn't be in it if he didn't. If you're a professional wrestler, you want to be at the top. But obviously, this would be a coup de grace if he can, he's feathering the cap if he can knock off BT Bull in the tournament.
BT Bull in full control right now. Nick Kaye has had his moments of offense in this matchup, but it has been fairly sustained for BT Bull since the bell rang.
Yeah, BT Bull has taken charge. And look at trying to lock that guillotine in.
He got him up. Nick Kaye gets a BT Bull in a fireman's carry. What's he going to do with him? Airplane spin from Kaye. And the Samoan drop. Ish.
Well, it's smart. Do the airplane spin. Now Bull his equilibrium's off.
Bull's got to be disoriented now.
Okay, he's looking to finish it there.
It looked like he was going for the hard way, but BT Bull just picking him up in a sidewalk slam instead.
Oh, Bull means business now.
Taking down the straps. As we've said before, 18% extra strength. Locking in the rear naked choke to Nick Kaye. Kaye's trying to fight it off, but I don't think he can, and that's going to be it. Kaye's going to have to give it up.
And you got to say, that was a pretty dominant win from BT Bull.
It was indeed. Nicholas Kaye fighting the good fight.
Oh, look who's back.
Well, contingent is now 1-1 in tournament matches.
Wait, who lost?
I believe that was Ryan T, who lost miserably yesterday.
Yeah, that was fun.
As the contingent celebrates the victory of BT Bull, advancing into the DynaMike Davis Memorial Tournament semifinals. We'll remind you that the semifinals and finals are coming your way 8 p.m. on Saturday as part of Crossroads.
Celebrate your birthday with the All-Stars of UWA Elite Pro Wrestling with one of our amazing UWA Elite Birthday Bash packages. Join us in South River, New Jersey for the birthday party of a lifetime, featuring early access to shows, exclusive meet and greets, and priority seating to a UWA Elite Supercard. Or you can bring the action to your party. You can bring all the UWA Elite action to your home or private location with our UWA Elite Birthday Bash packages. These events have limited availability, so be sure to make your birthday elite and visit UWAElite.com to book your party today.
And the bell has rung on our main event of our final show of the day. This is round one action in the DynaMike Davis Memorial Tournament. Sean Damage McNelis taking on the sixth element, Michael Massacre.
Sean Damage McNelis, a former Crossroads tournament winner 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
Trying to, not repeat, but trying to be a two-time winner, but he's got to go through a very dangerous individual in Michael Massacre.
Yeah, the journey to the top is a long one, and to do it a second time or a third time in Damage's case would be quite the accomplishment.
The first time Damage won, he became the UWA Elite Champion. It was for the inaugural champion win.
I will remind you also that the winner of the DynaMike Davis Memorial Tournament not only is our tournament winner, but also gets that #1 contender shot against the winner of Joey Adams and Eric Corvus coming up at Crossroads.
Street fight this Saturday, co-main event, and you also get that Crossroads belt, as you saw Chris Powers relinquish last night when he accompanied Ryan T.
Yeah.
He put the belt on there. It's no longer his. It'll go to the winner of this tournament this year. You hold it for a year. You don't lose it to get pinned. You just hold it for a calendar year.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see who the 2025 victor is, and with a clothesline like that, Michael Massacre trying to put his name in the, putting his hat in the ring, so to speak.
Well, Michael Massacre, since leaving the Justice League, I should say massacring the Justice League.
Yeah.
He's trying to make a name for himself, and he was pretty close last month. But
talking about legacy.
Qualified.
Yeah. I mean, kind of made no effort to win the match, just kind of going crazy on Jungle Jim Wilder.
Yeah, just kind of held on to that night terrors a little bit too long.
On this one, Massacre is in control as well, sends Damage off the ropes and then a reverse elbow.
And you know what, we mentioned how he's really crazy, but this is going to sound weird, but when Michael Massacre is nuts and crazy, this is when he's at his best.
I mean, he is at his most dangerous, I'll certainly give you that.
He's had his most success when he's not in the right frame of mind, that's for sure. Former Brawl for All winner, last breath main eventer.
I mean, we'll see. As you said, Michael Massacre dismantling the Justice League very recently. So, the new look Michael Massacre is still a work in progress as Massacre jumping over to deliver the famous.
This could be it here. And he did a number we haven't seen Chris Steeler or Max Bain ever since that night. Haven't heard from him. I don't even know if they even exist anymore.
Massacre putting the boots to Damage. A Let's Go Damage chant here at ringside. Once again, that brutal offense of Michael Massacre just scraping his boot into the face of Damage. Oh! And then just kicking Damage's head nearly through the ropes.
Damage watching his third Crossroads tournament title slip away as that boot to the face comes right across his cheek.
Massacre declaring a bit of an early victory, perhaps.
You can't count SDM out, though. That's one thing. He's got just as much, if not more, heart than anyone here.
Massacre with a vicious clothesline. Taking damage off of his feet, but still only a 2 count.
Well, good thing for Damage is that, he's ended that thing with King Tech and they don't have to run around the fair the entire week this year.
Well, I called it during the bracket reveal, but Massacre, Damage, Dillinger, and Athan Promise.
Big Sambo suplex.
Those 4, that's my call for the group of death. Whoever makes it out of those 4 into the finals has had the toughest road in the DynaMike Davis tournament.
Every year there's one group.
The 2 men that you see in the ring right now are half of that group. Damage with a clothesline onto Massacre and then a reverse double axe handle. Separating the shoulder once again.
Oh, Massacre don't look like he knows where he is right now. Damage needs to capitalize. They're looking for the Falcon Arrow.
Massacre reversing it. Looked like he was going for a pedigree, and then Damage was able to fight his way out. Massacre putting him shoulder first into the corner. Massacre taking down the knee pad. Big head of steam, but up and over goes Massacre. Damage staggering his way into the middle of the ring, but eats a kick from Massacre.
Massacre going up.
6th element at the top turnbuckle. Damage ducking under as Massacre rolls through. Devastation from Sean Damage McNelis, hooking the leg 1, 2, and 3.
All the chances for the 3rd DynaMike Davis Crossroads Trophy and title for Sean Damage McNelis is still on.
We'll see him again Saturday evening, 8 p.m. at Crossroads, the semifinals and finals of the DynaMike Davis Crossroads Memorial Tournament. A 16-man tournament coming down to just 1. Don't forget to join us 8 p.m. Saturday night. Be here at the Middlesex County Fair as you will see Sean Damage McNelis and all of the superstars still in the DynaMike Davis Memorial Tournament. Ty Thomas just clocked Ryan T.
I mean, I can't say he didn't have it coming.
Kick to the gut on BT Bull. Corvus ducking a clothesline, and Chris Powers is able to cut off Ty Thomas's offense.
Hasn't run yet, so this is legal.
Man of 1,000 spreadsheets, MC Hale sitting next to UWA Elite Hall of Famer Cypress calling the action.
I mean, Sarge's got to get him in the ring because this is getting unfair.
Yeah, they're just tearing him apart. Ty into the support pole. Yeah, as you said, Cypress, this match isn't even official yet. It hasn't begun. Ty Thomas just laying in a heap outside the ring.
You know what? But to be honest, though, it's kind of Ty's fault.
How is it Ty's fault?
He went up and clocked Ryan T.
I mean, it's 4 against 1.
He could have just went in the ring and he could have avoided it all.
Well, in the ring he goes, but not exactly by choice. BT Bull sending him in
That'd be a quick night for Chris Powers here.
Corvus yelling to former contingent member Ty Thomas, just give it up now, just quit now, save yourself the trouble. Ty asked for the bell and the wheel kick from Chris Powers.
Powers should just go for a cover.
That might be it, yeah. Chris Powers may be advancing the defending, no. He is the defending DynaMike Davis Tournament champion.
I think Powers thought he was done right there.
I think we all did.
I mean, think of this dart throw, the long dart throw from BT Bull right into that support pole. That is pure steel.
And then getting thrown into the ring and the wheel kick from Powers. Powers continuing to do damage to Ty. All three other members of the contingent yelling advice to Chris Powers and taunting Ty Thomas, kind of alternating between the two. Ty going for the ride, ducking under. Beautiful snapmare from Ty.
It's interesting to see what the contingent does. Don't forget they got thrown out before BT Bull's match last night.
Indeed they did. We'll see. And same referee, Sarge Jimmy Storm.
Oh no, before Ryan T's match. One of the matches. I'm off. It was Ryan T's match.
Ty dropping elbow after elbow, much to the chagrin of the contingent. Still only a 2 count, however. Now Ty in control.
You know, now that I think about it, that might have been the strategy. And here's Bull up there again.
Ty had him set up for a pedigree, but now Bull is up on the apron, distracting both the referee and Ty Thomas. Meanwhile, I mean, brass knuckles have to be somewhere.
Oh, we don't need brass knuckles if you can go well.
Seems to be a low blow from Chris Powers.
But the point I was trying to get at MC Hale was, remember Ryan T. Eddie Thomas we saw a couple nights ago, the first tournament match.
Yep.
As Powers delivers that drop kick. All contingent members got involved right in the beginning after the bell rung, and they all got thrown out, and Ryan T. lost that match. Maybe they lured him in, Ty Thomas in. Maybe they sent Ryan T. out there, because Ryan T. doesn't have a punchable face. So they might have lured him in. That might have been their intention.
We disagree on many things, Cypress. That is not one of them.
I mean, look at it.
I'd rather not. Chris Powers with another shot to Ty.
Ryan T. not making any friends out in the front row.
Ty barely knows where he is right now. Out the back door, however.
Now Ryan T's up on the apron.
Anything but business from Ty Thomas.
Ty Thomas can't win this match. It's just not, he just can't. If all three of these guys are going to be out there, Ty Thomas can't win.
Big swing and a miss. Well, the crowd has the right idea.
Right. I mean, every time the guy hits a move, they hop up on the apron.
Inside cradle from Chris Powers, only a 2 count. Ty goes into the corner, but BT Bull and Eric Corvus are right there. And Powers following up with the forearm into the opposite corner, and one more. Ty just crumpling to his knees. Chop from Powers, lighten up the chest of Ty. Irish whip into the opposite turnbuckle. Ty finally able to get that elbow up. And the big boot.
Well, Ty's fighting, I'll give him that.
A truly terrific turnbuckle tackle from Ty Thomas.
Going for another one, maybe.
2 for 2.
Don't go for a third, never works. I gotta give Ty Thomas credit. You said earlier it's a 4-on-1, and he's holding his own. I just don't know how he's going to match, because every time he comes close,
yeah,
a contingent guy hops up and gets the Sarge's attention.
You can see BT Bull whispering in Ty's ear right there,
and there's
trying to distract him.
Again.
There it is.
Oh, that's a good way to take one of them out.
Huge kick to the head of BT Bull.
And Ty's fed up, and there goes Ryan T.
Eric Corvus up on the apron now. And one from Ty onto the mat mechanic, your UWA Elite champion. gets sent out of the ring. The jumping knee from Ty Thomas. Ty's feeling it now. He's got the crowd behind him. This is your opportunity. You've got the rest of the contingent down. You have got to put away your opponent right here. Ty with another tackle.
I mean, BT Boy is out. Corliss is up, but he doesn't look all right. I don't see Ryan T.
Ty ducking under. A kick from Powers. What's he setting up? Looked like he was going for a suplex, possibly. Ty Thomas.
I got to give him credit because I didn't think he could win this match. I really didn't think he had a chance. Not anything against him, but just with the numbers.
Ty Thomas advancing to the semifinals of the DynaMike Davis Memorial Tournament. Practically a 4-on-1 victory.
Do you have the brackets in front of you right now?
I do indeed.
Can you explain to me who he's going to be wrestling in the second round?
I think you know full well.
I do. That's what we call a setup in the business. So why don't you take it away, MC Hale? Who's he going to take on in the second round of the tournament?
Make sure you're with us Saturday night, 8 p.m. for Crossroads, the semifinals and finals of the DynaMike Davis Memorial Tournament. UWA Elite Wrestling fans, we have got first round action in the DynaMike Davis Memorial Tournament. I'm the man of 1,000 spreadsheets, MC Hale, and sitting next to me, UWA Elite Hall of Famer Cypress.
Tournament action again. The last set of 3 here.
Indeed, we've got Lost Boy Extravaganza here this evening.
Yeah.
All 3 matches featuring one of the Lost Boys.
Yeah, it's going to be Lost Boy Mania.
Athan Promise starting this one off against Cory Dillinger. And Promise really needs to stay on his horse on this one. He needs to be all over the ring. Because Dillinger, if he gets a hold of you, man, it's all over.
Yeah, and Dillinger, former DynaMike Davis Memorial Tournament winner, trying to be a 2-time winner.
Promise going all the way up to the top turnbuckle, the top rope. Walk the ropes a little bit. Big arm drag coming. No, head scissor takes the big man down. Cory Dillinger scooting out under the bottom rope.
You know, Cory Dillinger really needs to win this tournament because you know what he doesn't have?
What does he not have?
The tag team titles.
Plancha. Promise going up and over the top rope. Is he going again? Is he going again? Well, Dillinger sees him this time and catches him.
Oh boy, that's what you call going to the well one too many times.
Good grief, Dillinger. Just puts him up in the fireman's carry. Oh, and almost takes the entire tent down as Promise sends him head first into the support pole.
Yeah, when a guy like Cory Dillinger goes into that pole, you get a little nervous under his tent.
A little bit.
I don't want to be stuck under this tent with half these people.
I don't want to be stuck under here with the other half. Promise going off the ropes. Dillinger has him up. Lucha DDT, Tornado DDT, but Dillinger has him hung up.
Just throws him like a piece of garbage. This is going to be an issue for Athan Promise because he has an aerial assault and Dillinger is just he's just too big.
Yeah, Promise, as I said at the beginning, he's got to come at Dillinger from all sides, from all angles. A frontal assault is just asking for trouble.
Yeah, I wouldn't be trying spinnies and flippies and any type of ippies. I would just go straight for him.
And speaking of trouble, winner of this match is going to be facing Sean Damage McNelis in the semifinals. That's coming your way Saturday, 8 p.m. at Crossroads, the semifinals and finals of the DynaMike Davis Memorial Tournament. In addition, we have a tag team championship match featuring the Do or Die Posse against a team yet to be named. as well as the UWA Elite Championship on the line when our champion Eric Corvus, the mat mechanic, takes on the anti-hero Joey Adams in a Middlesex County Fair street fight.
Well, it's going to be one hell of a Saturday night, that's for sure. But right now, we got one hell of a fight here as Cory Dillinger trying to knock off Athan Promise. But Athan Promise is, as they say, the lost boys never die. And he's not going to go quietly into the night, that's for sure.
Oh,
Former tag team champion.
Indeed. Promise going up and over the ropes. Walks right back into a clothesline from Dillinger. Dillinger putting a lot of pressure on the right shoulder, but the left shoulder left uncovered. Promise able to get the shoulder up.
And I just mentioned how he's a former tag team champion. Now, it kind of looks like, even though he's at odds kind of right now with Ryzz and Miles Penn, they're more in the tag team, and Athan Promise is he's been a singles guy now.
Yeah, I mean, Promise has been fighting singles for quite some time, so it's interesting to see the dynamic of the Lost Boys now.
And also, if they don't get on the same page, they might be singles without any friends.
And Dillinger just throws Promise into the corner. Big chop by Dillinger. I'm pretty sure the crowd agreed with him on that.
I think Athan Promise is the only one that didn't agree, though.
Yeah. Big wind-up from Dillinger. Promise getting both boots up.
And that's what you got to do. You got to get the quick strikes in. This is not what you have to do. And
Dillinger.
I have no words.
Yeah, he turns the tornado DDT into a backdrop.
And you got to wonder, even though Athan Promise was not part of the behind assault, for Ryzz and Miles Penn on Dillinger and Vertigo.
Guilt by association, right?
Yeah, you got to think, is he taking a little bit of frustrations out on Athan Promise? Because he hasn't had a chance to really get at Ryzz and Miles Penn.
Ryzz and Penn are going to be in our next two matches coming up. We're going to have Miles Penn against Mike Seaway, Ryzz against Matt Vertigo. That's your second and third matches.
Yeah, see, Vertigo's not going to be happy with Ryzz, so that's going to be a good one.
Promise trying to fight his way out of it, but Dillinger, nothing doing.
Speaking of Vertigo, I saw him before the show. I went up to him, and he told me I was number one, but not in a good way.
I think he was just pointing out a bird.
Yeah, I don't know what I did to him.
Well, I mean, indirectly or directly? Because those are two very different things.
Directly.
Directly.
I'm a straight shooter. I never did anything to him.
You handed a chair to the guy who waffled him.
No, that's not true. Robbie Roller waffled him in a different chair. I just distracted him with my chair. It's all part of the plan, MC Hill.
Promise with a big windup and an enziguri on Dillinger in the corner. Promise going up top, maybe? No, Dillinger cuts him off, and another one. Kick to the side of the head. This is Promise's chance. Big double stomp right between the shoulder blades of Dillinger.
And it still hasn't taken Dillinger really down.
No, he went down to one knee for a moment. And this time he hits it. The tornado DDT from Athan Promise. He's got to try and get all of Dillinger rolled over, though. Two, and no.
That double stomp to the head of Dillinger was enough for him to land that DDT. You remember earlier in the match, he was unable. Dillinger caught him.
That third time's the charm. But this is exactly what Promise needs to do. He needs to hit those quick maneuvers from every angle.
This is part of the bracket of death, right?
Indeed it is. SDM, Mike Massacre, Cory Dillinger, Athan Promise. Whoever makes it to the final out of those four has had a very, very difficult road.
See, Massacre already had his death? Is that what we're saying?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, wait, here comes one of the Lost Boys out here. Big distraction from the referee.
Miles Penn's got a chair. I didn't give it to him, though.
Ryzz and Penn both. Penn brings out a chair and telling Promise to hit Dillinger with it.
Well, this happened last month, and Athan Promise did not comply.
Ryzz and Jimmy Storm still arguing, but Promise, is he going to hit Dillinger? Penn is yelling at him to do it.
And once again, Athan Promise does not.
Much to the chagrin of the other two Lost Boys.
Last month, that it cost him the match.
Oh! D-elbow from Cory Dillinger into the corner.
I wonder if this could be 2 weeks in a row. The other two Lost Boys inadvertently cost Athan Promise.
And a roughneck from Cory Dillinger.
That was like a super roughneck.
You could count to 25 on that one.
So that's back-to-back that Ryan Ryzz and Miles Penn had inadvertently cost Athan Promise the match. But nonetheless, Cory Dillinger and SDM will meet in the second round. That means we're guaranteed to have at least one former Crossroads winner in the finals, unless they go to a draw.
As Athan Promise heads back to the locker room, the other two Lost Boys are going to be taking their turns in first round action coming up next. Don't go anywhere. We've got more UWA Elite action in just a few minutes. Round one action in the DynaMike Davis Memorial Tournament continues with massive Mike Seaway, the Earthy Gladiator.
Oh, we're going back to that?
Yeah, why not? Matching up against Miles Penn representing the Lost Boys.
Miles Penn not making any friends. We saw him last match putting a chair in the hands of Athan Promise, who did not use it, but that didn't do him anything well with the fans.
No, I mean, it quite frankly might have cost Athan Promise the match. As soon as he got rid of the chair, he caught a D-elbow right
well, you know what?
jaw.
I've been thinking about that between matches because I said I agreed with you. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, Athan Promise, if he just would have did it, he would have won. So, really, it's his fault.
It's certainly a different tactic. It's one much more aligned with the do-or-die policy.
Listen, I was going to say, I believe if someone hands you a chair, you use it unless your partner goes and gets another chair. Then you let him use it, i.e. roller camaraderie.
Mike Seaway ducking under a couple of clotheslines and then delivering a flying shoulder tackle. Penn's going to try it again, trying to chop at the ankles, nothing doing. Seaway catches him in fireman's carry. Where's he going to land? Penn is trying to fight his way out of it. Seaway doing some squats. Why not? And just dumps him.
You're not supposed to drop the plates, though, when you're in the gym, so I don't know if Seaway's very used to that. Oh, burpee elbow.
Here it comes. Burpee elbow delivered onto Miles Penn. Still only a 2 count.
I heard you taught him the burpee elbow.
Why would you think that, first of all?
That's just what I heard. It's a rumor going around the locker room.
Gotcha.
That I may have started.
Seaway stepping through on your left. No, Seaway went for the cutter, the on your left.
I think Miles Penn was playing possum a little bit there.
And Penn drops him down into a big backdrop.
Seaway was going for it, and Penn was in the corner, not getting out. Seaway moved him out himself, and then as soon as he did that, Penn grabbed him.
Penn might have been playing possum a little bit.
Yeah, I 100% think he was.
Couple of knees to the low back. That's going to get a lot of Seaway's strength and ability to do those presses, those legs, the leg presses, the squats.
You know, I said this last month, but I really enjoy this new side of Miles Penn and Ryan Ryzz.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. And what about Athan Promise?
He needs a little bit of a push.
You might have some competition, however. The contingent has had their eyes on the Lost Boys as well.
I'm not saying I'm recruiting them. I just say I like they got a long way to go for that.
So Do or Die Posse has no interest in the Lost Boys. That's
I'm not saying we don't have any interest, but right now it's the
roster's full.
We've talked. I mean, well, we haven't talked, but you know what I mean. Like if we're trying to sign a free agent, we call to check in, but we're not serious contenders. We're not in the mix.
Penn with a big drop kick into the corner on Seaway, but only a 1, maybe 2 count.
Now, Yusuf Farrell, on the other hand, if that guy ever comes, full-time in UWA.
First of all, everyone needs to be careful, needs to watch their back if Yusuf Farrell makes his way into our full-time roster. Huge stalling vertical suplex from Miles Penn, 2 count only as Seaway is able to get his shoulder up. Penn back into the corner now.
Penn firmly in control right now.
Indeed.
Mike Seaway, another former Crossroads tournament winner, but Mike Seaway, he got the
right into the Project Rebirth, the Crossroads.
I almost remember the name.
Miles Penn, is he going to tap out? Seaway looking to punch his ticket through to the semifinals. Penn's fighting his way out of it, using some of his maneuverability, some of the agility. Oh, and ends Cory. Sends Seaway back down.
That's what I was saying. Mike Seaway, if you heard, he did mention that he won the 2020 Crossroads tournament, but the Mike Davis tournament. But he wants to win it again because it was during the COVID era. There was no fans.
Yeah, he hasn't done it in front of a crowd.
And it would mean more to him, which I get. Him being the former partner of DynaMike Davis. It would be apropos for him to win it here at the Middlesex County Fair.
Yeah, individual accolades are certainly something to be won here. But yeah, the emotional victory of winning the tournament named after DynaMike Davis. Seaway and Penn both face down now on the mat.
He's right back in position where he needs to be. Finally got Penn down.
Running forearm from Seaway onto Penn, and then just lifting the big boot as Penn came charging in for offense of his own. Penn big head of steam once again. Seaway getting the boot up. All the way up to the top turnbuckle.
High risk, not where Mike Seaway usually goes.
With Penn charging in, Seaway thinks better of it and just goes right over the top, and then a spear. Almost takes Penn out of his boots. Hooking the leg, 1, 2, and no.
Wow. I thought that was it right there. Miles Penn showing some fortitude here.
Seaway wondering what he's got to do to put away Miles Penn.
Well, Miles Penn and Ryzz are trying to make a statement here in UWA Elite. And what better way to advance in the DynaMike Davis Memorial Tournament?
Penn with a drop toe hold, putting Seaway face first into the turnbuckle, now delivering a little extra damage in the corner. Now Seaway reversing it.
Oh, into the Sarge.
Seaway ending up colliding with our referee, Sarge Jimmy Storm. Big pop-up powerbomb from Miles Penn.
Oh, there's Ryan Ryzz. Miles Penn will use the chair.
He absolutely will. Ryan Ryzz coming out, bringing the steel chair for Miles Penn to use.
There's Athan Promise on the other side.
Promise grabs the chair away from Miles Penn. Ryzz is furious. The sling blade from Mike Seaway, and that's the 3. Oh, looks like the interference backfired a little bit. Ryan Ryzz, who brought a chair out to ringside, but it didn't get used by Miles Penn.
Well, he tried to use it. I got to give Miles Penn credit. He got a chair and by someone that tried to use it.
Look at Ryzz and Promise arguing across the crowd. And this says a lot. Look at this. Miles Penn and Ryan Ryzz leaving together. Athan Promise nowhere to be found.
I don't even know where he went. Maybe I should recruit the Lost Boys. I'll teach them how to properly pass the chair so it gets used.
Well, regardless of what we think about the Lost Boys, Mike Seaway punches his ticket into the semifinals. It is coming your way, 8 p.m. Saturday night as part of Crossroads. Stay up to date with everything going down in UWA Elite on the official UWA Elite social media channels. Check out UWA Elite on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok for late-breaking news, tickets, event previews, match announcements, exclusive interviews, match highlights, and much, much more. Get closer to the action than ever before when you follow UWA Elite on social media. And look at the look in Vertigo's eyes. Cypress, you talked about this before. Ryan Ryzz and Miles Penn, after their matchup against the Diligent Enterprise, putting the boots to them, and we're starting hot here. Vertigo charging in the ring.
Man, I wasn't even ready.
Ryzz coming out to meet him. Two rolling around in the center of the ring, just delivering blows to each other's head. Vertigo, huge clothesline.
It's an aggression you haven't seen from Vertigo in a very long time.
Welcome to the match, Matt Vertigo. Vertigo's going out to chase Ryzz. Ryzz trying to get... Oh, my... Holy buckets, man.
You know, Vertigo, he doesn't care if you have a problem with him. But he gets mad when you attack him from behind. That's blatant disrespect in the eyes of Matt Vertigo, and that's his problem with Ryan Ryzz.
Listen, I've gotten mad before. That chop was something else. Ryzz trying to get one of his own. I mean, A for effort, but it just does not compare with what Vertigo just did.
Yeah, I mean...
And look at that, Vertigo breaking the count. He wants to do some more damage to Ryzz.
Yeah, see, he wants to win the match because he needs to advance, but like you said, he wants to punish him.
Those chops are absolutely ridiculous, echoing through the tent here at the Middlesex County Fair. Vertigo with a scoop slam onto the ground.
Someone better check on Ryan Ryzz after this match, which might be soon.
And look at that, Vertigo breaks the count again. Where's Vertigo? He's coming over. Oh, he's got the chair.
I could have handed it to him. I'm good at that.
That's the chair that Miles Penn brought out earlier. It didn't get used against Dillinger. Vertigo with the reverse kick, setting Ryzz up in the chair that Penn brought out. All right, Matt Vertigo with a head of steam. Drop toe hold from Ryan Ryzz sends Vertigo face first into the steel chair.
Well, it was ironic. He's the one that brought it, well, he didn't bring it out, but he's the one that brought it into play.
Well, now Ryzz is in the ring encouraging Sarge Jimmy Storm to continue his count as fast as possible.
I have a question. Oh, wait, this might be...
Sarge is up to 8. This might be it.
Yeah, I think it's 9.
Ryan Ryzz and Mike Seaway. No. Vertigo makes his way under the rope just as Sarge is about to count to 10.
All right, let me ask you this question.
Yeah, please.
Now, if Matt Vertigo wanted that chair so badly, why didn't you just ask me? I could have gave it to him.
Well, you did deliver a chair into their match before.
That's what I'm saying. I could have did it again. I would have gave it to him.
I don't think the result of that is exactly what Vertigo's going for here.
Maybe I'll recruit him.
Vertigo going back first into the middle turnbuckle. Ryzz says, I can chop too. Oh, one more. See, Vertigo got the echo.
We might hear it again.
Ryzz is getting the thudding chops. Vertigo's getting those loud smack chops.
I can tell you that from experience, both hurt.
I'm sure they do. Kick to the gut from Ryzz, and then a snapmare brings Vertigo over. Smart move by Ryzz. Let's slow down the New York Drip.
Yes, you need to slow him down.
Matt Vertigo is also 7'17".
Yeah.
So if you get him off of his feet, that's going to play a lot more into the offensive Ryzz.
Yeah, and now speaking of Matt Vertigo, a lot of accolades from Matt Vertigo, former UWA champion, Brawl for All winner, 2-time Brawl for All winner. Never has won the Mike Davis Memorial Tournament.
Well, it's first time for everything, as they say. Ryzz trying to get Vertigo up in a backbreaker.
He was the last eliminated in the finals last year, though.
Big power slam by Ryzz. 1, 2. 2 count only. Matt Vertigo able to kick out. He's not done yet.
If Ryzz can pull this off, this might be the upset of all upsets.
Very well could be.
But you gotta wonder, and not even wonder, you just know that Miles Penn is lurking somewhere watching this match. But then you gotta wonder, where's Athan Promise?
Yeah.
Where's Cory Dillinger?
We wonder if any of them are discussing the finer points of professional wrestling in the back.
I mean, I don't think they are, but I mean, that's what you want to believe?
I mean, I'll phrase it. Oh, hang on. Vertigo. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
That was a super Falcon Arrow.
The Falcon Arrow from the middle turnbuckle is just ridiculous. Matt Vertigo breaking out a super Falcon Arrow. Ref Jimmy Storm up to 5 on his 10 count.
Who are they cheering you suck to? They're both down. Hope they're not cheering against the ref.
Up to 7, and Vertigo leaping up to his feet. Vertigo going way up top. Oh, please. Are we going to see it? Please tell me we're going to see it. Matt Vertigo, we're going to see the Madison Square moonsault. Big splash. Ryzz gets his knees up. Ryzz now in the backbreaker. Inverted Death Valley driver onto Vertigo. 2 and 3. No!
Well, Ryzz at the Burning Hammer almost putting out Vertigo. Wait, there goes Miles Penn. The chair is over there now.
Miles Penn, yeah, back out to ringside, retrieving the chair, giving it to Ryzz. Oh!
He's just
Promise with a flying forearm on his teammate.
Now they're just going at it.
And Ryzz, look out behind you. There's Matt Vertigo stalking him. Vertigo locking in $1 million dream and a slam. 1, 2, Matt Vertigo advances. Matt Vertigo punching his ticket to the semifinals. He'll be facing off against Mike Seaway Saturday night, 8 p.m. as part of Crossroads. The DynaMike Davis Memorial Tournament continues and concludes this Saturday. Meanwhile, Miles Penn and Athan Promise continuing to fight on the outside.
Yeah, this is getting out of control now.
Well, I mean,
I don't think Ryan Ryzz even seen it yet.
All 3 of the Lost Boys cost each other their first round matches.
Yeah, I mean, to say the dissension in the ranks, I mean, that's an understatement.
Well, Matt Vertigo makes his way to the back, but we've still got action out here at ringside.
Ryan Ryzz, he's telling them to stop, but not exactly trying very hard. Oh, I think Ryan Ryzz is going to join it with Penn.
Yeah, I think, Promise is in a lot of trouble right now. Vertigo and Dillinger coming out from the back. The Diligent Enterprise entering the ring. Double choke slam here. Cory Dillinger has Ryzz and Penn both. Up and down they go. Cory Dillinger and Matt Vertigo getting a little bit of revenge. Oh, he's telling Promise to go up top. Cory Dillinger calling the shot with Vertigo on the other side.
Going up.
Athan Promise, Matt Vertigo, double stomp and splash onto Ryzz and Penn. The fans there at ringside are bloodthirsty.
I was just going to say they were bloodthirsty.
Good grief. They're calling for one more. Dillinger wants one more. Vertigo wants one more. Let's see what Promise has.
Oh, Promise already held up one finger before that.
Oh, Promise has the chair.
Oh, my God.
Promise. Oh, now Dillinger's holding the chair on the back of Miles Penn. Vertigo and Promise with the double stomp on the chair. Vertigo with the splash. We're going to need a spatula to get Penn and Ryzz out of here.
Man, this escalated really quickly between Promise and Ryzz and Penn. They were just friends about 35 minutes ago.
Well, once again, Matt Vertigo, I mean, we don't want this to get lost in the aftermath, but Matt Vertigo with the victory going through to the semifinals of the DynaMike Davis Memorial Tournament. It is coming your way 8 p.m. Saturday night as part of UWA Elite Crossroads. Folks, get your tickets for the Middlesex County Fair. Crossroads is included with your admission. And until Saturday night, 8 p.m., this is the Man of 1,000 Spreadsheets, MC Hale, for the UWA Elite Hall of Famer Cypress, saying we will see you at ringside.